And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork. Always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny with the offense coordinator safe right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Breaks free again. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua now on first down. Got an open man, it's Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And Miami first down.
Okay, we know.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. They work this near the 5, will be stopped at the 6. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run now with Gaskin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they had 2 more. And that's something.
Wait, what?
Got a pistol kill, bro. Got 2 pistol kills, bro.
Oh, you want a cookie?
Heck yeah, I want a cookie. About to go off.
You almost never
I
see
reload.
nowadays when you fake it,
Pistol kills, bro.
you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know
I hate
they
them
got
damn
it.
flash
And
shots.
congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
15 and good. Bruh, 15, man.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game when it comes to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Oh, why they
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Bang!
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front,
I took the ball to my team and he still died.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
No. Oh, there's so many grenades. I can't handle it.
And this is going to be caught.
No!
Get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh no.
That good for 19
dies
yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Bro, the head glitch in that game.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
You usually gotta accept the defensive point.
It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck that was.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fuck. You know, F.
To throw again.
Damn, bro. I almost tackled his ass, bro. And he just threw it and incomplete. Incomplete, my friend.
To throw on 3rd
He's a
down.
one-shot.
Locke.
That's the thing about
Ooh, get shitted on. I blocked that.
Outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking into the raindrops and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Wow, bro. I'm going to horoscope him.
Bro.
Cat's got our time here in the booth.
Gotta get that kill, bro.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 22.
Get the fuck. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm.
Hey, bro, you two calm down.
Are you watching me?
Denver's offense.
I hear me over there. Get the fuck
just
down.
a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big
Wait,
plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see some.
Bruh, 2 points? They got 2?
On the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Don't tell me that's fine.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier. The one only got a yard here, 2nd and 9.
He got doubled.
Locke working out of the gun.
I feel so bad, dude. I feel so bad. We lost that 1 point. It's not all my fault. I just had pistol.
Joe! What the heck are you talking about? Bro, dang, I didn't want to use
the action here. It's a
How much you winning by?
They'll have 2 remaining
8
as we
to
step
2.
aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now,
8
they'll come up
to
on
2.
first
I'm
and
8
10.
though.
From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down, Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the player to find the ball.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Gordon on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now to the air. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to somebody like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, Mike?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's got it.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm in.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what
Are you serious? I get 2 kills on that.
I'm in, bro. Get the fuck
can't
up.
stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From the 6.
Yeah, get fucking your mouth.
Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here.
Oh, I didn't want my timeout.
1 remaining. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh, I'm going to fucking tackle you.
Oh, bro. First leg is sliding and I got stuck on the side.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he can't quite bring
Oh,
it in.
that's so sad.
2nd down.
He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
Throwing again. Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland. He'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver.
I'll do it.
Hope he's got
I
man-to-man coverage.
fucking do this tackle shit, man. Just give me the chance to do it.
3rd down.
God. Oh, get the fuck out of my game!
That's Tim Patrick. First time these two have
Have
hooked up
fun,
this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Pretty good.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose.
Yeah.
It's
alright.
there on that one. Not
Learn
much
how
run
to play
after
by
catch,
yourself,
but it
because
worked really well.
that's the only time you're gonna play by yourself. It's alright.
Shit.
From midfield, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I'm starting to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're
I
extremely
don't want to lose
resentful
in the
about that
game.
weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm
No, I
not
can't
resentful
hear
that we have a
my
roof
game.
over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our
I got
play
this,
sheets here
and
as we
it's
get some
incomplete.
fumbles on the
What
field.
the fuck? Holding
Tate
teammate.
Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring
I
up
got
2nd
this.
down.
I got this.
Steps
I
away
got
to his
this.
left. He's going to take
I
off.
got this. Ah,
He's taken
fuck.
down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional. I think you did. Well, I think it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think
You're exactly right, because we did have that discussion.
Tua fighting Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Come on.
When one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it.
That's not what I picked.
That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Oh, fucking Auburn
The
is
Broncos
crazy.
are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit
Get
here,
down, I'm 92, bitch.
steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession
not
for
really
possession with the
92,
opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On second down now, it's Lindsey.
Ooh, head damage.
Scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, one thing I was lousy at.
Bro,
track
your
and field.
team's
Never
on,
anticipated
bro.
the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They shakes him off.
Late final kill. It's probably my first final kill.
As the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I'm coming for you, bro.
Hey, I got my first final kill.
Have to admit that that's a disappointing end.
Epic
Excellent
fail.
field position, and that drive
You
started
ass.
6 points that they were thinking about.
I don't even thought my ankles on what just happened, but
57
okay.
yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers
It's
are
Top
nowadays, we're
Friend,
surprised
and he's
anything under
going
65
to
is
the
good.
touchdown, and I'm low.
This. You have to
Bro,
drive
I'm
a little
dead.
bit lower in order to
I'm-
make that distance.
I don't know if I want to play 2K because you're playing Madden.
That they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers
take
nowadays
Hogan.
can pop it up in the air and
They
still
take
travel and carry it.
Hogan.
That's who you're looking for.
I don't
So
think
a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Somebody just takes
They
me.
fake the handoff. Now Tua.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Shit happens,
And
kid.
nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let
Are
him
you
get
sure you
away.
popped off that
But
game?
he does get away at second down.
Actually, I had the first down.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he is
You
met in
fucking
his tracks
dick
behind the line
munching
of scrimmage.
motherfucker.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yeah, we're gonna get this first down, boys. Come on, first down. We gotta get it. We gotta
My
get
guess is
it.
the wheels are turning on that other
Your
sideline.
fucking ass, team. Your ass. Your fucking ass.
Trying to find that
Where'd
opportunity
you get
later
ass?
on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
We got
On their record,
down,
that
bro.
goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
Jordan loses the football. It's loose. And this is
Oh, shit.
by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Caused by the weather, of course.
I
the
swear,
rain
sometimes I think you're just
coming
watching my game.
down. Can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good
He's
balance,
drowning, dude.
carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Bruh,
Full
that's
on
some
first down
bullshit.
now. Here's second down. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Remain at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. From the gun, Lock. This is the tight end fan. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I see that running back.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Locke, he wants the football. It's out, and the Dolphins have got it.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Tua, flush to his right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where
we're going to Miami,
able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua fighting Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, Parker.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I got that ball.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Locke. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football.
Go, 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 go!
Foot race. 20, 10, touchdown Miami. Turf events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Are you losing?
No, I'm winning.
It's not like it.
He'll hand this one off to Gordon.
Oh, but it kind of sounds like if I was playing you, man.
Before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
I just fucking kicked the football out of bounds.
Listen, I want to be the Buccaneers for the Chiefs.
Okay? For Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I know what you're thinking out
What
there.
team do you play with? The Raiders?
Take a shot downfield.
I'm playing the Dolphins.
I'd say maybe later in the
What
game,
team do you play?
definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Maybe they want to play the Buccaneers. Titans. Just Titans in the team. You know what I'm saying?
And they're just
Yeah,
continues
but
to be
Buccaneers are probably
nowhere
the
to
Chiefs.
run. He's piled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake.
Why, teammate? Why?
And it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Oh,
Preston Williams on the throw from Tua. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass.
lesson for you, you get open, man.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
Feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a 20th carry. Number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Nigga, my...
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You know I do.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan.
Get shitted on, you bastard. Yo, mama suck!
17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
This game is tight, bro.
Offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I'm gonna
7
fuck
yards on the
him
play,
up,
and
bro.
that'll make it a
This
second
is
down.
his down. This is where he goes down.
Now a carry for Lindsey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Locke. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that
so good user. So cool, man.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the three there could come back to haunt them later on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 96 yards.
That one hit solid.
Cruise control. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Open man, he completes it to
Come on, you're not going there.
Come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Going deep here for Parker, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. It's complete to Grant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Tua. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. To throw in his lock. And the Dolphins rush gets him. Down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Sam Martin now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Returnable for Grant. There, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tua now on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of his first half of tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second down, 6 at the 22.
Tua going to throw.
I want you to shoot for a little bit.
It's complete to Parker left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Push this dog, see?
For the Miami first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Are you close to the touchdown?
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This is caught. And he'll take this into the
You're playing against AI.
Dolphins touchdown. Tua finding Devontae Parker for the touchdown there.
I'm waiting until I can play against you, dog.
Some of the Broncos rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2.
I like playing against rookie Jones, depending on the ball.
I did play against
Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
I don't have the points
now
to go.
He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And
Yeah, you have to go
at the 29-yard
get
line.
points to play.
What part
against people. I tried, and it says you don't have enough points.
And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
I want a touchdown right here where I'm unscrewed.
Linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield.
Out into some open space.
The linebackers nowadays,
this.
they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. So after the second down incompletion, he'll come up now against a third.
No, one more time. Looking
for the end zone. That'll be
one more time.
on the clock. Well, the offense failed earlier in the previous crack at this, but they're going
one more
again
time.
on fourth down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Your ass.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Yeah, buddy, I get the football now.
The same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Go all the way!
Jakeem Grant. And he will.
Did you see that? Of course he does.
Oh, I actually wasn't looking.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right. And they
I got it all the way to the other side of the goal line. 100 yards.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
So wait.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled.
If I buy
Madden
21 download, right? I forget to play Madden 21. I should be able to select the version I want when I go PS5, right?
But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy
FIFA.
who can make
Isn't
a
it
play
FIFA
against
game?
all
Hey!
odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing his lock on third down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere.
$60.
Back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18.
The juke, the back.
So a 56-yard punt after the 15-yard return. The offense will take over with a new set of downs. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This drive starting off
A little bit.
18 yards. With that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Oh, man, the TV cut off. We almost didn't get a touchdown.
I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did.
I got
there.
a touchdown.
If you are a USA, one last time. And you guys did 2 points.
How about the head of steam he had behind him?
Have you ever scored 100 in a game?
Yeah, I just did when you weren't fucking looking.
From the 6.
I'm saying, have you ever scored
And he
100 in a
won't
game?
quite make it to the 25.
On this stream?
Yeah, I found one. One of the
Set to
football
take over,
one.
the Broncos offense trots back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his
Because
jacket
I
out to
did
him to keep it
15
warm.
minutes.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on
That's how long I
sweatpants or
put
a
it
wrap
for.
over his leg to keep it
What
warm.
is Mike
You may need a
doing?
massage from the trainer right now.
I could play this Madden 23 on computer.
Yes, in that.
From the 27, Lock. Now they set up the screen. That's good play.
It's hard
And
though.
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Lock. Deep right side.
But I don't know what the fuck
They
they're
weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want
Oh, I
underneath.
thought it was
They'll give
gonna
you
be
that,
fake.
but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
It's taken to the 26.
not.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way
I'll subscribe again, bro, if you get a touchdown
teams
right.
don't cover him anymore? Because he's
Bro,
really
did
having a
you
heck of a
really
ball
do
game,
that?
isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen.
I'll subscribe twice.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
So if I get a
Go down, but
touchdown.
not before getting this
I'll get make a
inside
new
the 30.
YouTube account.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it.
In position.
His throw caught at about the 5.
Snap the
And
ball.
they do get him down, but not before he's almost inside the 5-yard
You
line.
got it, but
Back-to-back
next touchdown.
receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One last chance, bro. One chance. Oh, yeah.
And a scary
You gotta get the 2
incompletion,
completion.
almost picked off.
Bro, what?
First
They give me
INT
another
of the
kick.
game. Instead, 2nd down.
Last one. That's it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
I don't even think he deserved this one.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa.
And now I gotta get the 2 points now.
Yeah, fun with this one, partner.
He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in a master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
You gonna get it?
He'll kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the
Nice with
story
it.
here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory,
That
that
dance.
matters in those games. Here,
Okay,
all you
that's
have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
That's good.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some
They play
possible
with the
changes.
Raiders
Well, those
on
changes
Madden.
aren't working, so now where
What's
do you
your
go?
favorite NFL
I
team?
think that now it's much more in their head.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is just what you
I
said.
don't
You
know.
got
I
over
didn't
the
like
changes.
them.
I bet they were pretty clinical at the
So
half,
cool.
not too
Very
emotional.
cool, bro.
They might need to go to the emotional
Look
side
at
because
that,
you've got to find
No,
something, some
keep that
spark
same energy
somewhere.
there.
And
I
so
want to
far,
play you, Raiders
just
and
being
Ravens.
calm hasn't
And
exactly
I have no
worked.
experience in Madden, but I just know how to throw a ball.
That one, a first down
I know how to
pickup
throw a
of
ball.
8.
Shit like that, bro. I don't even play good defense. I just be running at people. I just like the quarterback the whole time.
Back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now to the air, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
How did the boys score 2 points on
They
me?
tried for the 2-point conversion.
Cause they got me. Yeah, safety, bro.
Interception return for a touchdown. I was thinking to myself,
Cause my character get to the fucking ball in
Scrambling,
time.
maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? It's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
But I
See
don't
if they
play
can do it here.
football.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
This.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the
What? I just made a fumble. They got a fumble and they
Are you best for the player?
He's not only scooping, but they take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
my brother.
Now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum
I didn't
play.
like basketball
Go for
because
two and really try to capitalize. And that's
we
what
won
they attempted.
every other game. And then when we had the champion, whatever it is,
Denver's
we
offense
lost
ready
that
to go
one.
again. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down,
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it. Talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines, you didn't knock the ball free. Your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball because here come the defenders.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they went for the big
What?
play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
You messing with it, man?
He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
I'm messing with you, bro. But guess what? I got you. Don't worry. I got this one,
And
man.
now 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year.
Two
They're going to
times.
go for it. Space to run past the 20. That's complete to his
I got it! I
almost
almost got it for you, bro.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And again, it's Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Yeah, I got.
And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a first.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw it to the
And they're going to get it.
Yeah, I do.
It's back at the 10.
They tried to get 2 and ended up getting 9 because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
I love the doctor. Not more than one in my right hand. I'm not going to stay out for beauty purposes.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you there's a very possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about
Hey,
the
Mitch.
Baby, it's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Yeah, I'm blaming on you. You're the one who said it.
From the 40 now on second down. Lock.
Hey, it's okay, someone.
That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but now it's third down.
See, what they do.
Lock working out of the gun.
Look at me.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Lock. Now Lock, he wants the football. It's out.
That's right.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular pride in their red zone call because those are the payoff,
man.
But you can't call it.
I'm doing after this game, bro.
Gotta secure it.
I want you to scream.
On the pickup,
Yeah,
they
game's
get it back to a
a
more manageable third and
can't
7.
keep myself out of the video.
From the gun.
Watch
Lock.
the video.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field
So
goal.
you think you could be more
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
But you,
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Ravens, oh God, it doesn't do Ravens.
Not Ravens, bro.
Kind of
Fucking
surprised
Raiders.
by that
Yeah.
they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third
Oh yeah,
quarter,
let's get it.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal,
Go.
does it
Go.
feel a little bit
Go.
maybe?
Go.
waiting
Nope,
a little
nope.
bit, You just want to get out of here?
Not
Yeah,
lucky
I
this
think you got to
time.
go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right?
Oh,
I'm not
my
sure exactly what you
head,
do in the NFL,
my
except to
face.
draw and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll throw
I'll show you why I'm talking. I mean, Mario.
like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have
get
to feel
that
pretty
hell,
good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And
I told you I was going to hell.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to
I'll
say.
be back. Give me 1 second.
The normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a quarterback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe there to make the grab. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. To a hit, and the ball is out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Lock now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down.
Hello. Yeah? Bro. Awesome.
It's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack.
I kicked his ass.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they don't get a flag.
He says it crossed out of
And
bounds
when I do that, I get a flag, bro.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. And whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done
I don't
games
feel
where
like
we're seeing a
playing
guy have a
Call.
big game like
Maybe
this?
I'll play it
It's usually not
tomorrow.
by himself. It's usually opens it up for other people to our big games as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds.
What are you on?
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now this throw caught left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long.
Look out!
I would say that going along with that,
Fuck it, I'm running it.
because
I'm running it.
coverage,
Yeah!
and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
He'll get just a yard
look
on
at
the
TV
scramble
now?
and second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And
Fuck
finally
you.
able to hold
Chuck
the mission.
off.
He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's
You
the first time I think
watch
I've seen where
TV?
the coverage was
You
good
watch
downfield,
TV?
and they accounted for him and stopped him for a
Bruh,
short
my dog
pickup.
Yeah, I
tried to
don't think
get
it was a
me
big
TV.
adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. They really had a good drive
Bruh, that
going
is
there, but
a
a nice
touchdown.
recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth
Bruh.
down here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On second down and 4, Locke, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out.
I'll
as you
play
said.
a couple
And now it's all
matches.
about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Can we play on the same team?
No.
Locke on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Okay.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Toward the
Have a
center
goal
of the
camera
field,
yet?
but it's incomplete.
Yeah, go camera on any of them in COD.
This one is gone, and the frustration of
How many?
body language is evident everywhere.
Yeah, I don't
This
have
team,
one too. It's like
they've
the
really
first
been
thing.
put through the ringer in this
I
one.
got the
I
Locke
got
try
the
again on
M40.
second down. And this one is incomplete.
I got the M40 though.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it.
Wait, is this the last year playing in? I think it's years.
On third down, Locke.
Who is that guy?
He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 are going to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
On the bench now.
That's a huge difference in the
ball game. Bro.
In this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. That's a really big game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Tua is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect, and that is
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And it's caught by Parker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And
That's what you want.
a touchdown.
That's
Parker, 57 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Denver's offense ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
27 yards on the game there. Block now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Christian Wilkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. This is the tight end Fant.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Broncos coming out now. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 3rd down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And that's knocked knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Parker, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop it look like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 5.
Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
As
that lead just swells and swells. This has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So then we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
No.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. Hey. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games...
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. So another score there. You talk about the three phases.
I'm at 5, and I'm at 162, bro. Oh, that was not going in.
The head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
152.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A solid
38 seconds.
Nice return there of 14 yards. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's going to fire
For about 26 seconds.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They're of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Oh, I guess
Well, Charles, it's one.
I can give a